This is a Saturday Morning TVLog from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Pac-Man, brought to us by Hanna-Barbera. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Noel, the Big D to you. This, of course, is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is on the very first ever video game-based animated series, Pac-Man. Show was produced by Hanna-Barbera based on the video game series produced by Namco. It originally premiered on ABC in September of 1982, so it's kind of close to being almost 40 this year. And I gotta say, I grew up watching this. Well, I grew up watching reruns of this. Anyway, when it debuted, it was the highest rated Saturday morning cartoon show in the US during late 82, and upon its debut, it was watched by an audience of over 20 million children in the US, in addition to adults even. Anyway, the show follows the adventures of the title character, along with his wife, Pepper, that's of course Miss Pac-Man to you, their child, Pac-Baby, which that's Baby Pac-Man to you, along with their dog, Chomp Chomp, and cat, Sourpuss. They live in Pac-Land, a place in which the geography and architecture seem to revolve primarily around spear-like shapes. Now, most episodes of the series center around the ongoing battle between the Pac family and their only known nemesis, the Ghost Monsters, which consist of Blinky, Inky, Pinky, Clyde, and Sue. And they work for this here egg-headed like character that kind of has like this thing on his mouth, kind of like Darth Vader's helmet, or like the mouthpiece on Darth Vader's helmet or something, named Mesmeron, whose sole mission is to locate and control the source of power pellets, which serve as the primary food and power source for the city. And is also the Deus Ex Machina, well, sorry if I mispronounced that, in virtually every episode. Now, the show had 2 seasons, and it later introduces us to Super Pac, that's Super Pac-Man, and Packy's, yeah, because sometimes they call Pac-Man Packy for short, his teenage cousin PJ, which of course that's Junior Pac-Man. Anyway, the the show's initial success inspired the rival network CBS to create Saturday Supercade, which premiered the following year. And some of the next Namco games were based on or influenced from the cartoon. That included Pac-Land, which was, well, an arcade game, and was also released on several platforms and what have you. And I have seen gameplay of it. It looks pretty nice. And then Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures, which came out on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis in the 90s. Those are major examples. Also, the Tengen release of the original Pac-Man arcade game for the original Nintendo features box art, which is in a way based on the cartoon. Now, sorry everyone. Now, as the first season aired, scenes of Pac-Man's chomping the ghost monsters and being chomped himself were considered too violent, and these scenes were toned down in subsequent episodes to provide less direct scenes of the characters chomping one another. Now, of course, Packy or any other member of the Pac family or a Pac-Land resident getting a power pellet. Once they chomp on one, those ghost monsters are like, Pac power! Yeah. And unlike the video game, they turn purple instead of blue like in the arcade game. I think they did this in order to avoid getting in trouble with another Hanna-Barbera series, and that was The Smurfs, which recently premiered on NBC the previous year. Anyway, I really do love this. Sometimes it'll having when they say pack attack or super pack power or whatever, whoever's going after them. Sometimes when they introduce the new characters, PJ's kind of a little, I don't know, but he tries to be cool and all. And as for Super Pack, which Packy doesn't really, well, like having around much and what have you, oh boy. But he can't usually control his chomping once he has his own power pellet. Anyway, after a total of 42 episodes and two specials, the show ended in November of 1983. Now, the show originally started out with new episodes of Richie Rich, which was recently a hit for Hanna-Barbera, and The Little Rascals, which premiered the same year, and thus formed the Pac-Man Little Rascals Richie Rich show. Yes. Now, yes, now each episode had two shorts. In between them, there was also a Pac-Mania segment where we see a little skip Pac-Man going up against the ghost monsters. Anyway, then after that, another set of episodes came out, and Pac-Man was teamed with Rubik the Amazing Cube the following year, and that was produced by Ruby Spears, who, of course, also produced CBS's Saturday Supercade. After that, there would be the Halloween special, which aired on ABC in October 1982. And of course, it featured episodes Pacula and Trick or Chomp, which both are pretty good. Then after that came Christmas Comes to Pac-Land, which I understand lots of people don't like that. It's considered to be one of, I don't know, probably one of the most infamous or notorious or whatever Christmas tunes of all time. But hey, I'm an understanding person. Anyway, but Mesmerondo does not appear in this special, though. Oh well. But anyway, yes. Santa Claus and his reindeer are struck by the flowing eyes of the ghost monsters after the Pack family chomped them, and they crash into Pac-Land. Anyway, I can't seem to remember watching on ABC because I was only 2 when the show premiered. However, later on, I got to see reruns of the show on the USA Cartoon Express. Cartoon Network did air them, but I never got to see it much. However, excuse me again. However, I finally got to see the show for the first time in years on Boomerang. Now, the Christmas-themed episode still currently airs each year, I do believe, but I might be wrong, though. It has been aired internationally as well. Now, it has been released on physical media on video cassette. In 2012, the Warner Archive released the first season. And in September, the second season followed. The second season set contained the Christmas Comes to Pac-Land episode. But anyway, of the whole, I really loved the Pac-Man cartoon. It is so fun and what have you. I love the music and what have you. Yeah, I sometimes like the music when they're when Packy's going after the ghost monsters once he has the power pellet. About to give him some power and what have you. Anyway, now our voice acting cast includes Mari Ingalls, who had done numerous TV shows and has appeared on some of them, voicing the title character. Now, Ingalls, of course, had also recently voiced characters for Hanna-Barbera, including Autocat in the Muller Mouse and Autocat segment on the Chattanooga Cats, which of course would be spun off into its own series after that. Let's see, and Beagly Beagle in the Great Grape Ape Show. Voicing Pepper is Barbara Minkus. And Pac Baby is voiced by the late Russie Taylor, whom, yeah, because it's coming close to almost about 3 years this month since we lost her. And well, I know she's done lots of provided lots of voices and what have you. Well, after this, including let's see, including My Little Pony, Muppet Babies, and lots of others. She also lent her voice to the Little Rascals cartoon as well, and she also was a voice actor on the Smurfs and the Flintstone Comedy Show in 1980 as well. Let's see. Voicing Mesmerize Alan Lurie. Alright, next up, the Ghost Monsters. Neil Ross voices Clyde. Susan Sillow, who I've seen appear as one of Riddler's accomplices on the Batman TV show in the 60s, and would also go on to voice Wuya in Warner Bros. Animation's Shaolin Showdown, voices Sue. Voicing Inky is Barry Gordon, who most of y'all know him best as the voice actor behind Donatello in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, of course, he had recently, this wasn't his first show with Hanna-Barbera, he had recently done the voice, he recently lent his voice to Clamhead and Jabberjaw, as well as, let me see, and stuff like that. But he also would lend his voice to other shows like SWAT Cats and let's see, there's so many of them. The Kid's Superpower with Shazam, which of course that was Filmation, as well as the underrated Meatballs and Spaghetti, which premiered on CBS the same year Pac-Man premiered. He also lent his voice to the Mighty Autobots, Pole Position, and and he also voiced Junior in the Snorks. Let's see. Voicing now, Blinky and Pinky is the late great Chuck McCann. Who I do know this guy's voice acting and what have you. He of course was best known for lending his voice to shows like characters on shows like Cool McCool and the CB Bears. And also Billy Joe in The New Shmoo. Let's see. And Drag Pack. Sorry, I've got something in my throat here. Oh, well, just a lot of other shows. Wait a second. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. My mistake. Okay. Let's see. Pierre Cullen, who will later go on to be the voice of Optimus Prime in the Transformers. He'd also voiced Mario in the Donkey Kong segment on Saturday Supercade. And he did lots of other tunes. He did the vocal effects for Sourpuss. It was always after Chomp Chomp, whose vocal effects were done by voice god Frank Welker. Yeah, kind of crazy though. His plans will always backfire. Voicing PJ is Daryl Hickman, excuse me. And finally, voicing Super Pac is Lorenzo Music, who of course would later go on to voice Garfield, and also he was the original voice for Peter Venkman in The Real Ghostbusters. But anyway, Pac-Man, I think, is still probably one of my few favorite Hanna-Barbera tunes from the 80s. I really do love it. If you've never seen the show, I'd highly recommend you check it out. I know it only lasted 2 seasons, but it had 42 episodes produced, plus, well, a couple of specials. But anyway, Pac-Man is just so incredible. No, you'll love it. So if you've seen Pac-Man, please tell me what you thought about it in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned because very soon I'll be venturing into a video game world tonight with my review of Tron. So thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other Saturday Morning TV logs that for shows I have mentioned. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TV log I did for Saturday Supercade. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TV log I did on the Snorks. Or if you'd like, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the Saturday Morning TV log I did on Richie Rich. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TV log, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching, and next week's Saturday Morning TV log is Bobby's World. So until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.